In this video, we're going to talk about using JavaScript in actual web pages. So here we are in Firefox, nothing loaded, nothing happening. In most of the previous examples, we've been looking at the JavaScript console and just sticking JavaScript directly in here. But now we're going to look at using JavaScript in actual pages. So looking at the assets folder for this course, we have a blank HTML file, which you can open in your browser by dragging it right onto the window. And you'll see this is a blank slate. Now, if we open this in a real text editor, you can see it's fairly spare, pretty much the minimal number of HTML tags to make this thing work. So now I'm going to put these two side by side so we can see what's going on. I'm going to use a little utility called Moom on the Mac, which will move and zoom windows for you. So we'll put this one perfectly over to one side and Firefox perfectly over to the other side, cutting each of them so they take up exactly half the screen. So what we're going to do here is add some JavaScript to this page. The first thing you want to do is add a script tag, but where? So for just generic JavaScript, what I would recommend is that you put your tag at the bottom of the page, right before the closing body tag. And script tags are paired tags like this. So the reason we put our script tags down at the bottom of the page, it really doesn't matter so much when your page is this short and there's really not much going on here. But the idea is that you let as much of the page as possible load before you get to the JavaScript stuff that starts to execute. You can also put script tags up inside the head tag. You can put them in other various places inside the body tag. But if you put them down near the bottom, or as close to the bottom as possible, then you'll have as much of the page available as possible before you start hitting the JavaScript. So if I just put these script tags in and then insert a console.log message, we are live. And now if I save this file, switch back, and reload this page, we don't see much right now, but let's load up Firebug. And here we go. Here in the console, I have all messages selected, and there's my message. We are live. So my JavaScript code that I added is running. So at its most basic, to get JavaScript to work on a page, you just insert some script tags. Now we're using the HTML5 document type up here. If you're using an older version of HTML, HTML4 or XHTML or some such, you may want to flesh this out a little bit, including the type attribute. So you could use type equals text/JavaScript. But in HTML5, we don't need that. Now, as I say, generic JavaScript like this can be inserted anywhere you want. So I could move this tag up here inside the head tag, like this. We are live and in the head tag. We'll save that, switch back over here and reload, and you can see it still works. Generally speaking, the best place for performance of your pages is to put the script tags at the bottom above the body tag. If you're including JavaScript that was written elsewhere, say a JavaScript widget that you're using from Twitter or some other social network, they may recommend that you place your JavaScript tag somewhere else. But for your own code, the best place to start is at the bottom. And so that is how we start to use JavaScript on actual web pages.